Welcome back to the channel where we decode Kenyan's politics, the drama, the strategies, and the hidden power games. Today, we dive into a very juicy story, Rigathi Gachagua and his attitude that if someone is his enemy, then that person must also be Fred Matiang'i's enemy. Sounds like high school politics, right? But trust me, this has serious consequences for the opposition and maybe even for the 2027 elections. Let's break down so that we can really understand what this means. Rigathi Gachagua, the former deputy president, is famous for being combative. Loyalty for him is everything. If you are with him, you must be all in. No gray areas. Now enters Fred Matiang'i, the former Interior CS. Tough, strategic, but not a man who lets emotions cloud his political decisions. Matiang'i plays chess, not boxing. And here's the twist. Gachagua wants Matiang'i to inherit personal grudges, but Matiang'i is not buying that package deal, and that is where the fire starts. So picture this. The opposition is trying to build a strong united front. Kenyans are tired. High cost of living, governance issues, police brutality. People want change. But inside this so-called united opposition, Gachagua is pushing his agenda. My enemy must be your enemy too. The problem, Matiang'i doesn't see the point of fighting battles that don't serve him or his supporters. Why inherit someone else's political baggage? And that refusal, that independence, is being read by Gachagua as betrayal. Instead of fighting together, they are now quietly pulling apart. And let us be honest, a divided opposition is like a football team where the strikers refuse to pass the ball. It doesn't matter how talented the players are, the team loses. Now let us look at the political implications. Let us now talk political consequences. Number one, fragmentation. If this fight escalates, opposition leaders could start forming factions. That weakens their collective power. Number two, bargaining power. A divided opposition means the ruling party can just sit back and watch. Why fight hard when your opponents are busy fighting each other? Number three, the 2027 election. And this is the big one. If they don't resolve this rift, the opposition may fail to field one strong presidential candidate. Instead, they will split the vote, and guess who benefits? President Ruto and his camp. And here is the kicker. Sometimes politicians don't need to defeat their opponents. They just need to sit back and let their opponents defeat themselves. This symbolizes a lot in our Kenyan political culture. What Gachagua is doing is not just about one fight with Matiang'i. It reflects something bigger, a culture in Kenyan politics where personal grudges often matter more than ideas and policies. It's not about what is our plan for the economy. It's about who is my friend, who is my enemy. Matiang'i refusing to play that game is a big statement. It is him saying, I won't let your personal wars define my political future. If more leaders took that path, we might actually start talking about issue-based politics in Kenya. But old habits die hard. What to watch? So what should we watch out for? Will Matiang'i openly challenge Gachagua, or just stay silent and let time do the work? Will other opposition leaders pick sides, forming Team Gachagua and Team Matiang'i? And the million-dollar question, will this rift kill the dream of a single opposition candidate in 2027? My good viewers, here is the bottom line. Gachagua is my enemy, is your enemy. Politics might be his way of testing loyalty, but it could end up sabotaging the very opposition he claims to defend. If this continues, the opposition risks walking into 2027 already broken, while the ruling party walks away with the victory. So, what do you think? Is Gachagua right to demand loyalty at all cost, or is Matiang'i smarter for refusing to inherit someone else's grudges? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more real talk on Kenyan politics. Until next time, stay sharp, stay informed.